how have you been rotating? Have you been rotating?
Yeah, we did a couple times. I think there weren't many opportunities last game because they were just chucking right away.
Okay.
And not really swinging the ball. It was mostly fast breaks, honestly.
Hey, that was a great toss. Okay. See, I'm going to talk right now. He should have rotated. He should have been over there. Should have been over there. Should have been over there. Nope, too late now. Right? He's way far away. He should have been closed down.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking for. Right? He should be closing down. He should have been over there. Yep, that's good. Go. Stay. Now read the situation. What is it? Okay, you're in the C. You're in the C. See, he didn't even. Okay. Go! I forget what his name is. Go! You gotta. Sometimes. Go ahead, you're in the C. If that happens, just go up. I had one guy push me one time. Mike, get going. Oh, crap. All right. Don't let him stand there. He should be in closed down position and he isn't. Right? He is way too far.
Okay.
We talked about zones. This guy's coming up in zone 3, right? I need to be closed down position. Zone 3 and 2, I got to be down. When the ball's over there, then I can be wide. But the majority of the time, I'm going to be closed down. Now watch, what zone we going? We're still zone 1. Here we go, zone 2. I'd be closing down. He did a little bit. That was good. Everything looked good there. Nice chopping and clocks on both people. That's good. He's being closed down. He is good. He's got the ball. A little wider. Okay. That's good. He's doing a good job. That was what you want to do. Rotation was good. All right. My count, I want to be this. 2, 3. Step down. He's out a little too far. It'd be better if he was at a more of a 45-degree angle, but that's okay. Yeah, he's way too wide. He's coming. Okay, you will bring in the subs because he has the ball. Bring in the subs. Blow your whistle. Put your hand up. We can't let them come in without us stopping the clock, right? Then once they're in, then I'm going to tell them, come on in. go down. Rotated. That was a foul. Yep. You going in? Okay, tag team. I really like the way that you set up as the lead. You're doing it correctly. Keeping it closing, going wide when the ball is in your zone and coming out. Otherwise, you're doing a real nice job on that.
Thank you.
So far right now, I haven't seen too many rotations.
I was the only one that
Look how wide he
rotated
is.
last game.
Yep. Look how wide he is, right?
And
He
he's
should
on
be.
the opposite side.
Yep. So he should have been closed down. He should have been over there a long time ago. Now he's going over. Okay. Push.
You call that a hit or a push?
He used his body, right, to move him. I would have called a push. Anytime I'm doing a hit, the hands have to be involved somehow, like this.
I just saw him coming down.
I didn't see the body.
Anyway, it was a foul.
Yep. Outside hand. So when we mark our threes, everything's outside hands. You're probably right-handed, so we do everything right-handed. There we go. Stopping in the clock correctly, that's how we do three-pointers. Ooh. Smacked him in the head, right? Did you see it? I don't know if you saw it. I do not allow headshots, no matter how minor. That should have been called. Yep. You got to trail. You got to get behind. Close down. You should have been over there. Should have been over there. You watch the paint. Those two guys are your guys, not the ball. Was it a foul? Don't let him come in like that. Okay. No, one hand only. She's got it. The shooter. Okay, can I see the toe? Really should be right here. Toe and his feet. Counting, counting, counting. Arm up. Yep.
So the center is the one counting?
Yeah.
That's something I guess I did.
Outside hand on everything. Drop down one step.
Somewhat visible.
Yep. visible, right? That's visible. It doesn't have to be this, with this. They can see that. Yep. Okay, stay behind the ball. You're the trail. That's a bad habit. Goes down, good. Stay behind the ball, yep. Remember we talked about the 3 zones coming up? I want to be one zone next to them. Okay. We're still putting our inside hand up. We got to get the outside hand up on the 3s. So on subs coming in, if you're here, right, in this situation right now, only the trail brings in the subs, unless he has the ball or the coach is in his ear and subs are standing there.
Okay.
Then you bring him in.
Trail gets him on the free throws like that.
Yep, trail always,
standing
front
right next
court.
to him.
Yep. We're coming down, you would have the subs. Always. The ball's in the back court, you have the sub.
As the C.
As the C.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yep.
That was our morning discussion. We weren't positive on who brings the subs in.
Yep.
But that when we kind of talked about it over lunch, that during a free throw, it'd be the trail who's standing right next to the table.
Exactly.
Yep.
Because the C has responsibilities of line and the counting and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
The trail doesn't have much, he brings him in. And he's got to be the one aware of it. And so personally what I do is I play a game with myself, right? I'm never surprised by the sub. So if I'm here and the sub is there, I'm not going to let the trail tell me there's a sub there. I know I got it. I know what's coming. Boop, I got it. My whistle goes quick. Yep. And my whistle goes first. Now, if you're over there at the trail and sub's coming in and he's not doing nothing, then I'm going to blow my whistle, boop, subs, and get your attention and pass it off to you. Do you put your hand up?
And then bring them in.
Bring them in, yep. You do nothing until you know everybody's off. We have too many times guys are going like this, and people are coming in and out.
Yeah.
We can't do that.
Somebody acts out and then it's just the ball inbound because they don't see anybody's
Yep,
hand up.
exactly. And we got 6 on the court, we're in trouble. Trail the ball, see? Got to trail that ball. You cannot let the ball come to you. That's a no-no. Yep, trail the ball. There you go, that's much better looking. So when we talked about a hold, how'd that look? That's a crappy looking hold. Right here, right? It wasn't. Good, same. better. Come up with them. Much better, much better. Good job. Over and back. Okay, we're going to spot the ball at the half court line. That was a good get.
Players know 28-foot line on that side.
Yep, 20-foot line. That was a good get. You could have probably been up closer to half court making that call, because really the ball was past you. It was a good call though. Dude. Okay, that's all yours, yep. That's good. He's towards the middle of the court. He's in zone 2 there because he is way over there. All right, the C should be coming up and taking that. Right, we talked about the ball. That's all the C. He should be up, letting him know he has the ball. Halftime. Okay, let's find out who's got the ball.
White. Should be white.
Okay.
Black
ball? Oh, do they? Okay, we're good? All right. I want to talk about the last situation that we had here, all right? You're the trail. You're here. The ball is right over there. You're on count, right? What's wrong with that? Whose primary is this right here? Yeah. He had no clue you didn't tell him you wanted it. You just sat over there. So you're gonna tell him, when I'm over there, I make that step to it, my shoulders, I got it. Then he sees that, then he pulls over there, all right? Much better, remember you're the trail, always behind the ball, right? We had one, you're gonna see, I said, no, we don't ever do that. You were at half court, and you allowed the ball come to you.
You did what?
You went to half court, and you allowed the ball to come up to you. You're the trail. You never are in front of the ball. You're always behind the ball.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know that. What you did was a no-no.
Okay.
Don't do that again.
Okay.
Always stay behind.
Okay.
People do that.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I see it at the state tournament.
Yeah.
You go, what?
Yeah.
No, you're the trail. Because when you are back like this and you're going up in front, crap happens. You can't see it. Yep.
Okay.
So other than that, we talked about subs, right? That everything was good. The game is taking care of itself. You guys are making the calls. Good calls. Let's keep making them. All right? Any questions? All right, what are we going to do about last second shot? We're going to let's try to have this guy over here that can see that clock, make the call. Normally it would be opposite the table, but you can't see it. All right? So when we get to that situation, let's just be aware, we're going to count down the last 15 seconds, all of us. All right? And then make sure, okay, you got the last second shot. This is my signal.
Counting it in your mind for in case the clock doesn't stop.
Right?
Put time back on the clock.
That or we know how much to take off.
Yeah.
Right?
If they don't start it.
Right? If they don't start it or they stopped it when they shouldn't have, or it should have been done and they didn't.
Do that.
Right.
Do it at the 15-second mark.
Yep. Because then we have knowledge of time.
Yep.
Right? And I say it out loud. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. If I'm watching the ball. Gotta get in the habit, that is. All right? Good job. Let's get her done. Oh.
You want me to do the second half?
Yeah. And then you can make any adjustments. You know, we're looking at where. Oh, thank you. So, are they in their positions? You know, the.
Okay, so we got Paul and Mike and Natalie right now.
Out there.
Yep.
So, question. A backcourt violation is inbound in the front court of the other team, correct?
Right.
At the 28?
That's what they did.
No, I inbounded. Yeah, that's what I did. He was telling me I was wrong. I said, I don't think so. The coach was.
Oh, coach?
An over and back call goes
Okay.
to the front court at the
28, right.
Yeah.
Coach doesn't know the rules. We don't listen to him.
No, I didn't. I just said, no, that's the rule. He said, okay, but I just want to make sure.
Because the violation actually took.
On the other side of
That's
the
right.
court. Yeah.
On the new front court. So therefore we go to exactly.
So Peter, these are your partners? Natalie? Not Paul. Okay.
Ooh. How many steps we're gonna allow him?
We're new as a group. I mean, I know them. Natalie's going to nothing.
Okay. Okay.
If she gets done with this tournament, guys, any kind of grade school guys, whew, what was I worried about that for?
Good get. It's a good get, Paul.
Especially if you're doing Division 4 girls or Division 5 girls.
Mostly 1 and 2.
Okay.
But it's not.
Good communication there and the number of free throws we're shooting. Okay, let's repeat that now. Yep. 1. Good job. There we go. Good. Everybody knows we got 1 shot left.
Yeah, if she can get to 4 camps, she'll become a pretty good varsity official. Ain't so much crap that can happen. That
Good
she's not
rotation.
aware of.
That was a good rotation. Way to get over, Paul.
There's a lot of crap that can happen. That yeah, if she can get to 4 camps like this, you know. Yeah, because now, you know, the hose has been poured on her. She's taking in a little at a time. Each camp she's going to process a little bit more, and then the lights are going to go on a little bit for some camp.
Okay, good job, guys. Guys are looking good out there in your positions. When you're going up the floor, getting in good positions and having, looks like you have good angles. There we go. Good mark on the 3 and good mirror on the 3 there, Paul.
Looks pretty good. So right now, basically what's happening is that our off-ball situation, we don't know what matchups we should be looking at. We're just looking in there and looking at the ball. So that's something we can definitely improve on every time we're on the court. All right, man, I'm going.
Okay, buddy.
Hey, is the Stevens Point camp still going to happen?
I'm hoping.
You know what time that is?
Not yet, no. No, Coach Holmes was retiring. So, I don't think that they have announced a new coach yet. So, I think he just forwarded me to the guy that actually, helped him put everything together. So that's why I contacted him. And he's going to keep me posted.
Is that usually before dawn, practice camp, or after?
will. Yeah, that'll be cool. Keep you posted. Yeah, as soon as I know, I told him as soon as sooner you can let me know, the sooner I can let Sean, get the information out there, on the website and stuff like that. So
That'd be great.
yeah.
All right, man.
All right, buddy. Take care. Yeah, you too. Good. Hey, Paul, when the shot goes up like that, you're in a seat position. You want to maybe take a step down. It looks good, and you're looking to get a good angle to see on the rebounding and such. So, take a step down. Good get, Natalie. There we go. Good job, guys. You guys are doing a good job on showing each other how many fouls there are. Now we should all do subs coming in. Now we want to be showing one shot. There we go. Good. Yep, one shot. Nice pass. Back on the last mark of that three-point shot, Natalie, you had your inside hand up. It's preferred to have the outside hand up. Closest to the table, and that's on all situations, ball calls, violations, three-point, and we'll touch base on that. But just a clearer picture for the table and the coaches to see, what you're calling. I know it's tough to do if you're right hand or left-handed dominant. You always want to be using that arm hand to go up, but it's preferred that you can get the outside hand used on the court. Substitute situations, guys. Want to make sure that your stop sign is pointed at your partner who's going to be inbounding the ball. Keep your stop sign down to them, and then stop sign, pointed down to them. And then when the subs are in and out, then you can drop it. Okay, there was a little bit of a rotation change that happened down here. Paul went over. I don't think Natalie picked it up. I'm not quite sure if he was late or whatever, but then we ended up having Paul and Mike both being down there. Natalie and Mike down there as the new leads together, and Natalie stepped up. So got corrected. Paul, I would just recommend is you just look at this that last made basket, and as you're coming back down to become the lead, you're backpedaling. I highly recommend that you don't do that. Try to work at it. Make sure that you're always running sideways, backpedaling. All of a sudden, your feet get stuck or whatever, and you fall over on your butt. Kind of looks kind of awkward. So, anytime we're running up and on the floor, we want to be running sideways. There we go. Now on that return, you did exactly what you want to do. And one thing, as you're going, down from the trail to the lead on a made basket, or even just in a transition, you always want to keep your eyes on the court. As you're running sideways, because you never know what's going on. As players are coming up the floor, the post players are coming up and jockeying for position or what's going on. So I think I see sometimes what's happening. Maybe Paul, look at that last situation. Did you rotate too quickly? To get over there, the ball really didn't settle much in. It was still up on top. And in today's game, most of the offense now is kind of like a pass around the outside and then kind of work its way in the middle. So as a lead, got to work with your crew on determining exactly where you want. You guys are going to move on, rotate as a lead. When that ball gets down, free throw line extended, it's got a good rule of thumb. The first that rotate at that time. So unless there's a major in post play situation that's setting some screens or whatever, you got to get over to cover. So just kind of a rule of thumb. I was just saying that I know a couple times down, I saw that both Mike and Natalie were going down the floor, and then they both ended up in the lead or whatever and stuff like that. I didn't know how it happened.
I rotated later in the play down here.
Yep.
And then because the play had developed over here, then they took a shot as soon as I set up.
Yep. So they
didn't have time to rotate and didn't realize by the time they were going down.
Yep. So that's what I figured is that, but then I watched you this last time, and the ball came up the floor, and it was coming up that side, and then you were over here, and you rotated really quick to get over, which again, if they see you is fine, but sometimes they're not, and my recommendation is most of the time, as a crew, you got to talk about that in your pregame, but rule of thumb, because of the way the play is, players play now, and it's out on top, swing ball and stuff like that, I would let that ball settle in a little bit, free throw line extended before you go over, unless there's like a post play situation where they're setting up and boxing over there
then you definitely want to get over. But that really, you know, is a good conversation in a pregame, so that you understand that, you know, when you as a crew are going to be going over.
Not sure what the coach is squawking about over there, Peter, but it sounds like you gave him information and seems like he was satisfied with it, so not sure what he was talking about on your foul call. Well, now he's starting to talk to you again, so I don't know, maybe he disagreed with you, I don't know. But as long as you responded to him on his question, that's the most important thing. That you just didn't ignore him. You always like to give the coach, you know, some kind of answer. Hopefully it's by rule, this is why I called it.
About 7.
7 years? Okay.
But I only started repping varsity last year, JV, 2 years ago, I guess, varsity.
Okay. So you registered again last year in WIA?
Yeah.
So when you first started, whatever, you didn't register?
I did grade school.
Okay.
Grade school.
Okay. All right.
I've registered the last 4 years, I think. I just never did much with it, just because
Okay.
I was in Iowa for a year.
Okay. So this year with you, you're going to make sure that you take the test and.
Yeah,
you know,
I took the test last year.
Okay. Because yeah, you definitely. You definitely want to get, you know, your level, you know, for, you know, your caliber of where you're at, you know, get it up to, you want to get up to be L4 pretty quickly and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, my brother refs quite a bit. Josh.
Okay,
Riemer.
okay.
I don't know if you know him.
I know Josh, yeah, I actually worked some games with him last year because he was at camp and did a nice job, so there was some game openings that I had and asked him if he would be interested in working on that. He does a nice job.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job.
Yep. So that's your brother, okay. I'll have to send him a text and say that you were here and yeah, Josh did real nice. I enjoyed working with him.
He does a pretty good job, I'd say.
It was
He was a little disappointed last year he didn't get any playoff games.
and, you know, he's not really with a group of regular partners and stuff like that, which doesn't mean that means it shouldn't be supposed to get some. But you know, he couldn't give up because he, you know, and I know this year too. I know this year too that I will be. That's some games that I will be talking to him about and stuff like that. So.
He enjoys it, so. I do too, but he does. He's been doing it, I mean, he's older than me, so he's been doing it a little longer. So, on that timeout, and I'm just trying to remember when I read the rule book last year, the positioning on the timeout is the person who does it, you stay in order of where you were, correct?
Do not cause a rotation.
Correct. So if you take the timeout, you go put it, and then you go back to your spot essentially. The center goes to I guess, whoever is the closest to the spot going in takes the ball. Correct?
Yeah. So okay, say on this sideline right here, you're the C right here, and the coach calls a timeout or the player calls a timeout, and you have your partner down there. Partner is the trail. So you call the timeout. You go, and this is where the ball's coming back in. So now, and we're going this direction again. So now you go over and report, and then you come back, and then
hold the ball.
and
The ball is coming
right there, and then your partner who was the lead now becomes the lead on this side, and the T goes down into the C spot down there. Yep.
I
So-
was just trying to remember because the timeout that you first took just 15 plays ago, I was the lead with the ball where it was going to be inbounded and stayed down there. But that's correct. Where I stand where the ball is.
Yep.
Because she would then go report and you stand on the block or the top of the
That is correct. That is correct. Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I had that.
Yep. You're right.
Okay, Natalie, you want to maybe look at that. I think it was player number 21. You bounced the ball to him, and I think he was across the free throw line. And he stepped back and shot the free throw. So look at it. I'm not quite sure, but that's the way I think I saw it. If that was the case, you don't want to bounce the ball to that. You don't want to bounce the ball to that shooter until he's on the free throw line in position. So. Okay, we had team coming up. It must be towards the end of the game here. I don't know what the clock says, but Black is really looking to create something. There we go. We got the foul in the backcourt. When a team has to foul, you want to make sure you get that first foul. You don't want to miss the first foul and then escalates into a harder foul the second one, miss that one, and go into fisticuffs or whatever on the third one. So you need a Black. Good call. You need a Black down there. Good job, Natalie, recognizing we needed Black down in the box. All right, good job, guys. Hey, it's the first time I've seen you, and I'm filling in here for Mike on the second half, and I think you guys did a great job. Consistent calling, few blurps here and there, but I'm sure you'll hear them on your video and stuff. So good luck in the season. Any questions, always give me a call, send me a text, or give me an email. Thanks.